Dear students, welcome to the video lecture of Optional English class. This video lecture is intended for 5th semester Optional English students, University of Mysore. In this video lecture, I shall explain the 7th chapter of the novel The Rainbow, written by D.H Lawrence. The chapter title is The Cathedral. This chapter is constructed around the church, that is Lincoln Cathedral. This chapter begins with a flashback to a time before the birth of Ursula, when Anna and Will went on a visit to Baron Skrebensky, who was a polished friend of the girlhood days of Lydia Lenski, and he considered himself a guardian to Anna because she was a pure Pole. Baron Skrebensky, after the revolution, he too come down to England and settled down at Brisbane. He lost his wife when he was 40 and 3 years later he married a young English girl of good family and became the vicar of Brisbane, a place about 30 miles away from Marsh Farm. When Anna receives an invitation from Baron Skrebensky, she feels very happy and along with William went to see Baron Skrebensky. Somewhat Anna attracted towards Baron Skrebensky at the age of 14. Now, though he was old, his fiery quality attracts Anna very much. The visit to Baron Skrebensky is not much importance, but the reader is introduced in this chapter about the son of Baron Skrebensky, that is Anton Skrebensky, who is to figure largely in the life of Ursula. After the meeting with Baron Skrebensky, both Anna and William go to see the Lincoln Cathedral, which Will Brangwyn loved with all the passion of a devotee. On seeing the cathedral, Will's soul leapt up into the gloom into possession. Will is caught up in religious ecstasy. Though Anna was also overcome with awe and wonder, but for her there was no transport or frenzy and mad ecstasy like William Brangwyn. Anna is attracted only by the human quality of the stone carvings and reads her own drama into the little stone faces with calculated manners. In Cathedral, Lawrence shows the constraints that Christianity has placed upon man's effort to realize fully his potential. For Anna, as far as Lawrence, God is something within and behind one's self, but not within the church. We may regard Anna as a Moses figure who has viewed the promised land but will not enter. While Will's case is more complex, he is much more aware of the spiritual dimension but lacks the courage to seek it for himself. Anna has forced him to ground his life in her terms, as the previous chapter heading suggests. She is Anna Victrix, Anna the victor. The spiritual side of Will demands satisfaction, but he can only express it through a deliberate retreat into the forms of a religion he knows are empty and discredited. Like the blood intimacy of the early Brangwyns, it is the another form of the dominance of what Lawrence called the will to inertia. In the previous chapter, we come across about Anna tries to dominate over William Brangwyn through her motherhood. In this chapter, William Brangwyn tries to dominate over Anna through his religious feelings, but both are failed in their attempt to dominate one on another. In this chapter, we can notice that Will is caught up in religious ecstasy, renewing his old spiritual passions, while Anna feels only a sense of being closed in, cut off from the world. As Anna becomes lost in the bliss of mothering her child, Will finds a measure of peace in the nearby church, teaching Sunday school and playing the organ. Their relationship continues to be tumultuous. Will tries to occupy himself with the church. He plays the organ, trains the other boys, teaches a school class of youth. He is happy and excited. His wife loves him as the father of her children, and he is serviceable to the matriarchy at home. William loves with a hot heart the dark-haired little Ursula and waits for the child to come to her consciousness. Meanwhile, William keeps himself busy with his woodwork and to know his weakness and control his fits of dark passion. But there is a darkness in him which he cannot unfold. The part describing the visit to Lincoln Cathedral has been described as a prose poem because of Lawrence's criticism of Christian dogma. Lawrence in this chapter seems more concerned with the event, not with the character. The description of Lincoln Cathedral leads the readers to differentiate between the dark mystical character of William Brangwen and the earthly human nature of Anna. To summarize this chapter is constructed around the church. For William, church is a timeless ecstasy consummated. For Anna, it is nothing of the kind. It is just a piece of stone building with no more significance that it is a building like any other piece of construction. Their opposing views of what the church represents starts off a fierce battle of views. In the debates, often bitter, both are altered within themselves, and this begins the process of acceptance of each other. For further information, you can visit these sites. This is all about the 7th chapter of the novel, The Rainbow. Thank you.